Good evening, jammers, and welcome to the Jams and Cocktails live podcast. Hope everybody's had a great week. I'm back in the studio tonight with the ever lovely Miss Jordan Taylor, the bad bitch Elly Brock, the master of disaster Mr. Derek Zugel. Oh, that's Dan.
What up, guys?
And our good friend and guest panelist tonight, Dan Daddy McCabe. Massive applause.
Yeah, calm down.
You guys,
No,
we're
keep going.
welcome to the show tonight. We're having an open discussion this evening about modern music superstars and their charitable contributions. So I chose this topic after reading a social media post, kind of chastising modern superstars and their charitable efforts, while simultaneously praising the days of Live Aid and the beginnings of Farm Aid and fundraising telethons. And while I agree that those events were revolutionary and that many music artists jump on board to lend a hand, I do think that it's important to shed some light on some of today's most philanthropic music superstars. And that just because we get bombarded by social media and tabloid fodder doesn't mean that they're not going above and beyond their charitable or in their charitable work. So we're going to discuss that tonight during the show. We'll also go to church with Elly's Bad Bitch Bible Study. We'll play a shocking round of Truth Hurts trivia. Yes, Derek is so excited. We'll put Dan on the hot seat inside the Lipton tea. And, of course, we'll go through our shameless plugs. But before we dive into our discussion this evening, we're going to kick things off tonight with our cocktail of the week. I listed the shot song. Cocktail. Cocktail.
I was wondering where you were going with that.
All right, you guys. Well, our cocktail this week was submitted by our very own Dan McCabe here, and it's called the Spider Bite. And so it's a pretty simple recipe, but it's a delicious drink. So it's if you're making the full size drink, it's 2 ounces of tarantula tequila, which is something that we haven't tried here on the show before. So it's 2 ounces of that, 8 ounces of Red Bull, and 2 little tiny teaspoons of cherry juice. You shake it in ice and serve it up or over fresh ice. I think we've done it in cocktails here, but we'll go to the
Voila.
big cam here. So here we are. This is the Spider Bite. Cheers to those of us drinking this evening.
Seems like mine's disappeared.
It's really good. That tequila has a sweetness to it.
Yeah, I don't hate it. I had a sample.
It's good. It's good for. I'm not usually a tequila person, but that's a nice cocktail, Dan.
Yes.
Bravo.
Good
I think I'm gonna sip on it for moments because I'm sure it'll be gone. It'll be gone super soon. You guys join us each week for our shot or cocktail of the week by visiting us at jncpodcast.com and seeing what we're planning. Then, of course, get everything you need delivered to your door from our friends at Drizzly.
Drizzly.
Yeah.
Drizzly.
All right. So we're going to get into our discussion this evening. I just want to say that this is an open discussion. So any of you out there that are listening live and want to chime in the chats and comments, we are here. Jordan's reading them. I'll be reading them.
If you want to call in,
yeah,
you can call the hotline.
yeah,
Hotline bling.
yeah. With
1-800-JAMS and Cocks.
We couldn't get the whole thing.
Yeah, that's we ran out of numbers really.
1-800-JAM-COCK.
Done with you. You're cut off. But yeah, we definitely want your feedback on the things that we're talking about tonight because this is something that really rang solid to me. So I wanted to put it out there. So I'm going to start by prefacing that this is not a dig at the person who made the social media post. It was an eye-opening and provocative post, and it was enough for me to do some research and come up with this show topic. So I think it's important to understand that in no particular order, generation, mindset, and presentation is part of the equation that fuels our perception of modern celebrities. Can everybody agree with that?
For sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So while we'll be focusing on music's superstar philanthropists, it's worth noting that there's a huge list of celebrities that are doing the most. If you're interested in diving into that entire thing, a great website is looktothestars.org. And, of course, we'll put that in the show notes, probably in the re-upload. But check that out. It's a great website, and it's loaded with news of celebrities just doing the most. It's awesome. We got a lot of stories there that we're going to share with you tonight. So music and causes have gone together for a super long time. And to lay the foundation for our modern superstars, I'm just going to highlight some events that are the most notable. In 1971, going way back, Beatles guitarist George Harrison put together a benefit concert for Bengali refugees that fled India during their revolution. The star-studded concert raised $250,000 for UNICEF, and it didn't stop there. After years of continuous fundraising, on this very day in 1982, George presented UNICEF with a $9 million check. So on February 9th, isn't that something? I think it's all coming together for a reason here. But yeah, so, that was massive. And just a little over a decade later, probably one of the most well-known charity concerts came in 1985, and that is, of course, Live Aid. Let me go to everybody here. I could put some stuff up here. For those of you watching, we'll just use the Geordie files for now.
Okay.
Yeah, so... we had of course Live Aid in 1985. Massive. This was intended to raise money and awareness for famine in Ethiopia, and the event actually went on to raise around $140 million. It was just probably one of the biggest charity concert situations ever made, right? And certainly one of the more memorable. Picklebacking off of Live Aid came Farm Aid, which is an ongoing concert event in support of American farmers. And that is still continuing to this day, which is pretty cool also. Bob Dylan actually at Live Aid came out on stage and said, "Why aren't we doing something like this for American farmers?" And the rest is history. So Farm Aid still keeping on. So you guys, events like this have raised tons of money and awareness for various causes around the world. So the question is, why aren't these events plastered all over radio and television like in years past? My Topic Catalyst stated in their post that music is dead, and I respectfully disagree. And I rebut that traditional television and radio are dead, figuratively speaking, of course. So tonight we're going to be sharing some modern stories of philanthropy. Is that how you say that? Philanthropy. Thank you, Jordan.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Jordan got a word
Jordan
right?
got a word right.
And it's on the Geordie file screen.
Oh,
Philanthropy.
wow.
And I have this word so many times this evening, so forgive me if I can't read.
You're taking the Geordie file spot. It's fine.
As I said, tonight we're going to be sharing some modern stories of philanthropy from our modern music superstars and shine a light on why you probably don't find them plastered anywhere. I appreciate your attention through that monologue. And Jordan, of course, your help pronouncing words. So let's get some other voices in here. If you're watching the show, everybody's on the screen here. And I want to talk first about our featured artists. If you see the cover photo, of course, Taylor Swift and Rihanna. They stood out to me because they're doing the most currently right now. Rihanna just, we'll talk about her, but just did something huge. And Taylor's been doing the most since 2011. So we're beyond that. Let me pull up my articles here. So we'll start with Taylor Swift, right? Can everybody agree that Taylor Swift does the most? Like, she is always out there doing something charitable.
Oh, definitely. She's always talking about doing something charitable, and she's always involved with whatever's going on at the time, whether it be hurricanes or any natural disaster relief in Haiti. So
Yeah.
her name's always out there.
Well, going all the way back to 2011, Taylor donated $70,000 in books to her hometown library. Now, this is back, like, she was popular, but this is before she became Pop Taylor.
Yeah.
So that's huge. That's one thing there. In 2015, she gave $50,000 in song proceeds to New York City schools. Pretty big. What else here? There's tons of stuff, so I'm like rifling through. If I miss anything, please.
That Nashville thing.
Yeah, that was just recently. She met a boy with autism and donated $10,000 to get him a service dog. Yeah, that's a big one in 2020. She donated $1 million to Nashville tornado relief. Where is Taylor? We should put her up on the screen here. There she is. With the little photo says, today I broke up with my tumor and we are never getting back together. She's there with a little girl.
Oh.
I love that. Like ever, it says. So cute. But yeah, that was a massive, when the tornadoes ripped through Nashville, devastating. And she donated $1 million to that. One little thing is she donated $13,000 to two mothers' GoFundMe pages to help pay rent. And a big one just a year ago in March, she donated $50,000 to a mother of five whose husband died of COVID. So she's going into people's GoFundMes that she finds and just donating this huge amount of money. So, and that's just the tip of the iceberg for Taylor.
It says that she also gifted a PA school district $100,000 to rebuild a kid's playground and called it Kids Kingdom.
Kids Kingdom, I love that.
Yes.
Clear that she's not doing this for the notoriety either.
Right? Because no one knows about any of this.
How many of anybody? Who's heard of these things?
Yeah.
Right.
And it's like personal people that she's just giving away to their GoFundMes. I think that's amazing.
It's just, yes.
And then personal question, I guess, on the topic, because, like, who's the last person that you heard of that it was known that they donated or did things like this? Because instantly that comes to my mind is Akon. I feel like after Akon, back in, like, what was it, like 2008 or something, when he... he became and gave all the water. Or got water
he basically
Africa
donated a bunch of like water purification stations for his hometown.
Yeah, I feel like he's the last one that comes to mind that I.
That's funny, man.
You know what I mean?
Well,
that made a big enough impact that I remember.
If you're looking for it, you'll find it. I swear. Like, check out that website, and you'll see it. You'll see it in its entirety, and it's news every single day of people doing these wonderful things in the celebrity world.
Unfortunately, I think it's not news. That's the problem right now, is that it's not being nationally broadcast. We're not making a big enough deal about it.
Right.
So we're not getting things out there. People don't hear about what their favorite celebrity is doing, so they don't join the bandwagon.
Sure. Right.
Bandwagoning was a huge deal in the 90s and the early 2000s. You saw your favorite celebrity doing something, wearing something. You were going out to do the same thing. You wanted to be a part of whatever they were a part of. That's not happening as much.
Well, so maybe in the world of charity, because the truth is, and I believe that it's a different focus, so the original post, as I mentioned, that is kind of the catalyst for all this, is focusing on that old school thought that telethons and big concerts are like the end all be all to show that musicians are involved in the community, right? That's not the case anymore because, we'll get into that. But like musicians, entertainers have a direct line to their fans now. So they can source funds for causes directly from their fans. They don't have to throw a big concert. They can go and sing in their shower and put it on a live stream and generate $1 million just on that whim. So more on that. I do want to touch a little bit on Rihanna, who was another one that stuck out to me. Stuck out to me? Is that a thing? Stuck out?
Stuck.
Stuck out to me. Johnny Ringo would like that one.
Yep.
Just recently, like last month, Rihanna's Clara Lionel Foundation donated $15 million to climate justice organizations working to help island nations and impoverished cities on those islands deal with climate change and deal with weather changes. You know, Haiti, of course, struck with that massive earthquake that killed a bunch of people. She donated quite a bit of money on that. If I'm not mistaken, like $500,000 in relief when that earthquake hit. And that's her foundation. So she's like, you know, but did we hear about that? Was that, you know, was that on national news for any extended period of time?
Nope. That's probably the time that the Tide Pods, you should not eat them,
Yeah.
was being talked about.
Right.
Maybe
That's
so.
way more important.
Yes.
So yeah, and
Although don't eat the Tide Pods.
don't eat them.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
Unless you're an expert.
But you know, they're not the only ones doing things. I have a very short list of notable mentions of people doing things. I know Elly had a couple people that she wanted to bring up too. So I'm just going to go through this very quick list of. I'm going to put this little picture of Rihanna up of her in her hometown, actually. But anyway, so there's that. Notable mention: rapper Jack Harlow teamed up with KFC to donate $250,000 to tornado victims in his home state of Kentucky, which I think is incredibly generous. Did anybody hear about that other than just now?
no, and I like Jack
know.
Harlow too.
Yeah,
He's
right.
great,
He's
and he's
a
at the
good
top of his
rapper.
game.
And you think KFC would have, you know, put
Right.
some stickers on their building. or
Yeah, it's
something,
because
you
radio
know?
and television are not the end-all be-all anymore, right?
It's all about your algorithm now on social.
Yes.
What you hear about
Well-
is going to be directly related to that.
Not only that, but I think it has a lot to do with, and it sucks, and I hate going here, but everything is so political.
Yeah.
How is
Huge.
this going to look for me in the long run?
Right.
How is this? And I'm not talking about Jack Harlow himself. I'm talking about like KFC.
Right.
Am I going to lose clientele if they find out that I did this?
Right. Right. You know, everything is optics these days, for sure.
Cancel culture.
You think you lose?
Yeah.
You think you lose clients by giving away, you know, food and stuff?
You'd think.
But what if, like, heaven forbid, like Jack Harlow has like a scandal or whatever, and now all of a sudden, like, KFC has publicized this partnership with him, even for charity. People will still like come with their pitchforks, you
That's an
know.
interesting
Yeah.
perspective. Do you think that doing something bad negates all the good you've done?
In today's society, absolutely.
100%. 100%. You know.
One bad thing.
Aw.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
You could give all your money away to charity, and if you fuck up once
And it's not even about
on the internet,
It's not even about fucking up after you give all the money away. It's if somebody digs up dirt on you
oh yeah, that you've
25
done-
years
yeah,
ago
absolutely.
of you being off color.
Yeah.
And they're going to bring that up 25 years later and be like, well, it negates everything that you've done.
That's
It's
Absolutely.
happening right now today.
It's crazy.
I guarantee anybody out there listening live, you chime in, you tell me a story of a celebrity right now that you know is getting backlash from years past, no
Oh,
matter
yeah.
all the good that they've done. I want to
Yeah.
hear it. I want to hear it. Jordan, keep a lookout for that.
Okay.
Um,
Got you.
Another person that is a notable mention is, of course, Ariana Grande. She teamed up with BetterHelp to give away $5 million in free mental health therapy in honor of World Mental Health Day. And she threw a massive concert with Coldplay to benefit the Manchester bombing. After that happened at her show
Right.
while she was performing,
Yeah.
she came back and stood on stage again after that happened to her and raised money to benefit the people that were affected by that. Unbelievable.
You know, Anthony actually chimed in with something here on YouTube, and it's seeing things from a different perspective. It is how charities should be. Are people doing it for the recognition, or are they doing it for the right reason to help people?
Well, I am going to come to that point too also. And yes, I completely, there is a conversation there. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I'm going to touch on that in just a minute. I do want to, there's two more people that I have on my list The list is endless, guys, by the way. I'm just picking people musically in the music business that stood out to me that are relevant today. Maybe not the last guy on this list, but he's always relevant to me. Anyway, Macklemore, actually, oh no, not Ye. He's coming up later. Macklemore, he actually teamed up with Brooks Running to donate $50,000 to Mary's Place, and that's a Seattle shelter that serves people experiencing homelessness. And he was there on site, hanging with the kids that are living there right now. I think that's huge. Fat Joe, over this past Thanksgiving, he teamed with Crasdale Foods. Did I say that right, Jordan? Crasdale?
Yeah,
Crasdale Foods.
looks good to me.
To give away 3,000 grocery bags with over 36 grand worth of food in New York City. And he was doing that out of his sneaker stores that he has up there and his apparel stores. So he was just like, in Fat Joe, like, that's my 2002 baby coming out.
Yeah, I'm not a player. I just crush a lot.
Yeah, yes, air horn. No.
If I do that, I might fall.
we all might fall.
You don't remember that song?
Oh, I do.
Oh, okay. I thought I made some shit up or something.
You're making shit up.
Oh. We just pull up our pants and okay.
Anyway.
Careful.
I know. I couldn't start it.
But even Ye, our good friend Ye, as wild as he is,
Oh, you're talking about Kanye.
no, that's not his name anymore.
Yeah,
legally.
it's Ye now.
It's Ye
Okay.
now. Donated for a toy drive over this past Christmas. There was a toy drive, and he donated over 4,000 toys to this charity, just himself, and like the thing is, like, no, it wasn't $140 million in this giant, simulcast worldwide concert experience, or a days-long telethon. It was one guy who's got a leg up and gave back. And for all of Kanye's wild antics, he's still giving back in a real way, really making change. So to go back to Derek's point, and I guess by proxy, Anthony's point on YouTube, thanks for tuning in, by the way. Optics is a huge thing right now, right? And so, yes, and I was just talking to Jordan about this before we went live. Perception is reality. So some people will see somebody doing something and go, wow, that's great. I'm glad that they're doing that. And another person will see somebody doing something and say, wow, that's so conceited that they're filming it or they're documenting that it's happening, to better themselves. And my position is, well, it's getting done regardless.
Yeah.
Like somebody
Right.
that needs it is benefiting. And regardless if somebody's, taking it in stride or doing it under wraps or showing the world that they're doing it, the work is getting done. Go ahead, Derek.
I think it's a real shame that people have to be so apprehensive about what they're going to support, what they're going to give money to, because of not just their fan base, but everyone else blowing it out of proportion. Do I donate to this charity or this charity? Which one's not gonna hurt my reputation the most? Are people gonna stop coming to my show if I give to Kentucky rather than inner city Brooklyn or the inner city kids? It's a very thin line that they have to walk and choose.
It's optics.
That.
It's optics is what it is. It's all about what you see, and maybe that's what made Live Aid so beautiful, was that it was a bunch of people coming together for one singular cause.
Mm-hmm.
And don't get it twisted, guys. That stuff still happens.
Mm-hmm.
Like major artists still come together all the time for these kinds of concerts for one specific reason. I mean, to be honest, like Farm Aid, like I mentioned, like that was a Bob Dylan thing, and it came right on the heels of Live Aid, and Farm Aid has been going on every single year totally unstopped by COVID. They did a virtual one in 2020 in September. Every September, Farm Aid hits the ground and people come out and perform and they raise money for American farmers. That's still happening. 85.
Look at that song, We Are the World, that was done by all of those artists back in the 80s. Made so much money. It was redone. We don't hear the new version very often. It wasn't as big of a deal because, like you said in the beginning, radio and television are pretty much dead.
Yeah.
It didn't get the publicity that it deserved, so it didn't get as much traction to make as much money.
Sure. Of course. Before we move on to almost exactly that point, I wish we would have saved it because that's a great segue. But I do want to get to Elly, and she had a couple people that rang out to her that are also doing the most, and for a specific genre. So tell us a little bit about that, Elly.
Yeah. So a lot of hip hop artists, and like Rihanna, I guess I would consider hip hop.
And Fat Joe.
And Fat Joe, yeah. But you don't hear a lot. Like you hear like Taylor Swift and like Bob Dylan and that kind of genre of music, but like hip hop artists, I can't think of one that doesn't give back to like at least the city where they're from.
Sure.
And that's just like, I think that's awesome for the hip hop genre. Because back in the day, they were actual like thugs, and you didn't really think of hip hop music and hip hop artists like really doing charitable work. But nowadays, like every hip hop artist is heavy into doing charity and helping out smaller charities rather than big organizations. And you don't hear about that often, but like J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, they all have their own foundations where they give back to small communities. And that's super important rather than big organizations, but I think those small intimate donations and working with these smaller organizations is proof that they're not doing it for recognition. They're doing it because they choose to do it, and it's something that they're passionate about.
Well, perfect example, and exactly what you're saying is a story I read about Ludacris.
Yeah.
Just recently, just over this last Christmas, man, he was out there giving gift cards to homeless people in his hometown. Like $50 gift cards. This isn't massive charity, but he's going up to somebody and making their day better, himself.
Yeah.
And like he got a little flack for filming it or having somebody film it. But it's like,
but how else are you going to get
the word out?
That's literally what I was going to say.
So get out of your mouth. Right?
Yeah. Like, how else are you going to get people to recognize, like, or like see what you're doing and jump on board? Like Derek said, like get that bandwagon rolling. People have to know about it to be able to participate in it.
Right. What were you going to say, Dan?
Oh, I was going to say, at the end of the day, you got to know everybody. No matter what good you do, somebody's going to have something bad to say about it. Because there's just naysayers and haters in the world. And that's what they do. They see people doing good and they go, man, screw that guy.
Well, fuck those people.
Yeah, exactly.
See? But that's the thing. Like, Live Aid was this internationally accepted thing. But it was rife with fraud and corruption. And anybody that didn't think it was a good idea didn't have Facebook or social media to get on and complain about it. That stuff didn't exist. It just was this huge thing that they put together.
And you know what? There's a lot of like Derek said, like, what organization do I donate to? There's a lot of huge organizations that put on all of these things, and like you hear about it all the time. Like, that organization. So you're like, yeah, I'm going to donate to them. But they're fucking getting tax write-offs and like other like, shit that's not beneficial to actually the cause that they're going
Well, there's overhead with everything.
Right.
Like how much money did it cost to put Live Aid on?
Oh, for real. Yeah.
80s.
Get all those people to perform. Like, they're not doing it for free. And even if they are, like, you still have to pay people for that.
Exactly.
So I think that these artists doing these small scale donations, like Taylor Swift donating, 13 grand to someone to pay their rent. Like, that's way better, in my opinion, than a huge organization that has an entire payroll to pay. And then after all of that, then they're going to donate.
Well, you cut out the middleman. And I'm going to do you one better. I'm not going to say that it's better. I will say that it's more direct. It's charity is charity.
Yeah.
And whether you're paying your overhead or not, like, the money that lands is what it is, So if you're taking the money and you're handing it directly to somebody, or you're handing it to somebody to disperse, and then they, whatever the case is, they're doing their thing. So to get to the next part of this conversation, which I think is the most important, because we're really going to dive into why this is such a change and why, this person that made that post would think this way. So let's just say, why aren't these events and these things that these celebrities are doing plastered all over TV and radio like the old days? I have some possible reasons if you guys are interested. I'm going to say, and you guys stop me if I'm wrong, but social media, I think, is the number one biggest reason why television and radio are dying.
Oh, absolutely.
And the biggest reason that these micro fundings are even possible. Everybody agrees, social media?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
For many, many more reasons than even that.
Yeah.
Social media is definitely
Dude, right?
a big cause.
Another possible reason, streaming culture. Everybody now today streams their media.
Yeah.
If you still have cable television, which, by the way, we just got rid of ours.
Woohoo!
Jordan and I, we just got freedom.
Held on strong.
We did for so long. But yeah, we just switched over, man. And a perfect example is Farm Aid. Farm Aid, when they put on their things, they live stream the event and then they put it on YouTube and they stream from YouTube, and you chime in and they have a link to donate, whatever. So streaming culture is a big deal. Direct access to fans through social media and streaming. And I feel like it's more personal, right?
And with that, like, unless you follow that person on social media, you probably won't hear about it, because there's so many people doing that unless you're like a fan of them and you follow them, you're not going to see those live streams where they do that, where they're raising money. Like, it's just, there's so many people doing it now because it's so easy to do that unless you're in that group, you're never going to hear about it.
Right.
I want to mention, it goes right off of what you said. That
We call that picklebacking here.
Picklebacking. Oh, nice. If I was drinking, I'd have a pickle.
I'm telling you, one of these days, anytime somebody says pickle, let me pickleback off of you. We're going to do a pickleback.
With social media and with the streaming and pretty much that direct access that we never had the ability to do before, data and your behavior online now influences what you see. Like you said, who you follow is going to influence what you see. But even more than that, you go on Twitter, you're going to see tons of people you don't even follow. Same with Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, even Google ads, all those things. It's going to go off your behavior. So you're not going to see like 90% of that stuff that is actually going on out there. I've changed my settings once just to see, how influenced how much they're influencing me, and it's a lot,
right?
Like a lot. There's so much happening out there that I never see ever, because it just gives me what they think I want to see instead of a nice broad range of news.
Right.
Yeah.
Jerks.
And that's the thing, like a lot of people want that, it's palatable to always be shown things that you want to see, man, it's such a comfy space, whereas in the other times you have the Nielsen report, and that was how they gauged what people were watching on television, this broad spectrum of rating systems for television shows, so that the TV people knew what to put on cable. And guess what? When Bobby Geldof came with Live Aid and said, I have this massive idea, everyone listened because he's a huge star. So every station was putting on live it like the Macy's damn parade.
It was the same content for everyone. And now content is so precise and specific to what your interests are that you don't get all of that information at once.
But guess what? The money is still being raised.
Absolutely. I feel like it's more. I feel like more is happening behind the scenes than before.
Yeah.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And we'll get
more is there more needed though behind
my God, there's always a need.
Yeah.
100% of the time.
I feel like it kind of balances out. Yeah, we're giving more and we're probably doing more. But I also feel like there's a lot more need out there too.
For sure.
True.
The craziest thing is that celebrities have been consistently the ones to step up to the challenge and donate the money and go to the causes and be there. So to say that music is dead and these stars are so self-absorbed that they're not anywhere near in touch with what their people's needs are, and their fans are leaving them in droves, is really, really inaccurate and really an uneducated stance.
That's a boomer statement.
Uneducated, that's the word there.
It is, and like I said, it's not a dig. It's just it's ignorant. And not to say that it's deliberately ignorant, but it is ignorant to say that because they are doing this. Another point I want to bring up to you guys is, are telethons dead?
What's a telephone?
100%.
Sure.
Where do you get one of those?
I feel like because there is, who watches their favorite TV show on cable with commercials every week? Like, there's no one that does that anymore.
Disgusting.
Like,
terrible.
everyone's streaming their stuff. So, like, yes, there's a way to do it on, like, streaming services or whatever, but, like,
with apps like Venmo and GoFundMe and things like that, like, you can.
I feel like it's possible, but
it's
no
irrelevant.
one does it. It's irrelevant.
It's irrelevant.
Yeah,
it's
because
not,
a celebrity can just post a fucking Instagram post and be like, "Oh, I donated blah blah blah," or like, "I'm working with this organization." Post their link to their 1.6 million followers,
right?
And they're just like, "Oh, just donate $1," and then immediately they raise thousands of dollars. Like, you don't have to have a telethon. You can do that shit in a day, like, just by doing one Instagram post.
It's funny. I have a story of exactly that. Let me pull it up here because I didn't queue it up. Don't know why. Where is it here? I know. I am a huge slacker. I am in the moment. This was a big deal for me. Like, this was something that really rang true to me, and that
it
post,
rustled your jimmies.
It really.
I'm gonna spit in my mic.
It really did.
You have Jimmy's.
Rustled my jimmies. So listen, about a month ago, Trisha Yearwood, a favorite of mine, obviously married to the Garth Brooks. She went on a live Talk Shop Live, or she went live on Talk Shop Live, I guess is a platform, and she raised more than $36,000 for the Betty White Challenge on what would have been Betty White's 100th birthday. Awesome. So taking the challenge to heart, Yearwood encouraged donations to Dottie's Yard Fund, which will distribute funds to animal charities across the country. And she went on to say, who doesn't love Betty White? We all do. And I just think that Betty is so happy right now that this is the way the world is choosing to celebrate her birthday, by giving to animals, which is so near and dear to her heart. It was a 17-minute live stream, and more than $16,000 was raised in that 17 minutes. And Yearwood and Talk Shop Live matched the donations up to $10,000, bringing the donations, because math is power, to $36,000. And 100% of those donations will go towards helping animals through Dottie's Yard Fund. So to your point, Elly, like 17 minutes.
Yeah.
And they raised $36,000.
Yeah.
How long did Live Aid take?
For real. Like, and all the preparation, like, it's so much easier just to do like a live stream on Instagram for 15 minutes and raise whatever money you need. You don't need this whole operation. You don't need to rent a space. You don't need to get equipment and like pay people to run the show, or even if they're donating their time, like, it's a whole process. And with COVID, like you can't really get 100,000 people all together.
Right. Well,
So,
yeah.
like-
if we're talking about right now in this particular time moment, yes, that's
Time moment.
Yeah, not a good example.
this time moment.
But yeah, like it's easier to post something on Instagram and be like, this is a cause that I'm, passionate about and blah, 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 donate. And then they have access to literally millions of people.
Yes.
And
I think we should do
Yeah.
Live Aid virtually. I think that would be wildly successful and broadcast to every
every artist
person on
should
the
just
world.
do like a live show and just have it,
To me, it seems like they're
Open
already
door.
doing it.
They are, literally, they
and
are. It's
raising
just
tons
like-
of money.
you have that market. Like if you only listen to country music, you're not gonna see J. Cole or Kendrick Lamar like on your stream,
Yeah.
and you won't see what they do.
Sure.
But you'll
that's the
see
thing.
Taylor Swift.
And I
you'll
will
see
say
like all
that
of that.
this person that made this post, and I keep going back to this because should they be tuning in, they'll know exactly who they are, and it's very important to know that this is not a dig. This is just an opportunity to bring to light what's really going on.
Right.
And this person is a little bit older and in a very niche genre. So with that being said, very likely that they have no idea, aside from what they're getting from tabloid fodder and, what they see on, National Enquirer or whatever the thing is now, whatever the kids are reading these days.
I'm huge on Facebook. Like, you have your little like side, and they have like little ads for like articles or whatever, and it's all the tabloid shit, like all the shit that you would normally see in the
100%.
fucking Enquirer.
Yes.
But now it's immediate access on the internet, and it's some shitty written article with like typos and shit.
Oh, yeah.
And it's all just like, oh, this is the drama today between these people, and that's all you see. You don't
Right.
see the good shit that they're doing. Like, I'm a huge advocate for the Kardashians. You all know.
Sure, yeah.
And like, they got their shit going on, but like Kim Kardashian and you mentioned Ye, like they give so much back to everyone. Like they're charitable people. They have the fucking money, and
Right.
they put money back into the community. For whatever reason that they choose to, it could be good or evil, whatever. But the money's getting there, and people are
Yes.
benefiting from it.
100%.
But
And
you're not gonna see that on your little Facebook little side ads. You're gonna
course
see
not.
all their fucking drama.
we do. And just so you know, our disclaimer is here at JNC Podcast. When we do the Geordie Files, we really try to highlight a lot of the good things that people are doing, and we try to weed through all the like. Sometimes we bring the juicy stuff in because it's fun, but for the most part, I try to go back and either debunk that stuff or bring back an article that shows those people in a better light. Because
Except for that one Christmas.
Everyone
episode.
makes mistakes.
except for that,
Sorry.
Jordan. God.
Oh God.
Anyway, if you're a fan, you know. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. So
Anyway.
I have a question for you guys. Have consumers of music changed, or artists? And if you feel that they both have, who has changed more? And how does that relate to this kind of thing as well? That we're on the topic of how we perceive these artists doing charity work.
I would say they both changed, but the consumers more.
Yeah.
We're all a
I
bunch
agree
of
with
little
Jordan.
baby back slores.
Yeah.
Baby back
Definitely,
slore.
like,
Put it
I mean,
nicely.
as far as artists, you have so many musical artists. Now that streaming services are a thing and like personal labels, like it's so easy. to
Streaming
just, like-
culture, man.
Right. So you have so many artists with brand new genres and different, ideas of music, but the consumers, I feel, are more aggressive and demanding and critical.
Yeah. Didn't we do? We just
We gave them all a voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who were we talking about? Who were we talking? What artists were we talking about when it was? I think maybe it was Adele when she canceled her tour dates or
Oh,
her
yeah,
residency.
yeah.
and just everybody was just so furious. And it's like, you have no idea what's going on in this lady's life. You're just mad because your ticket's getting refunded and you're out of hotel room. Like, my God. But, the music consumers are insatiable these days. It used to be back in the day, back in the glory days of Live Aid in the 80s, you were going out and you were buying records and you wore that record out because it was the only way you were able to listen to music short of terrestrial radio, right? There was no MTV, maybe had just happened at that point in 85. Like television still had a long way to go. There was no internet, that was, immediately available for consumers. So all you had was the radio or your record player. Maybe there were tape cassettes by 85. I don't know.
The thing is music has been around before TV, before movies, before any of that shit. So, like, music is never going to die. And I think that nowadays music is not only more accessible, but people are indulging more in music than movies and TV and stuff. Like, you ask anyone, like, they listen to music every single day. Do they watch TV every day? Probably not. Like,
I always say when people say that music's dead, I scoff, because the truth is radio is dead.
Radio is dead.
Terrestrial radio, turning the radio on in your car is dead. You're going to hear the top 40 pop hits that the record industries are still pushing. You want to go and find the music that you want to listen to, it's available on, Spotify. Is that a naughty word right now?
Apparently
Spotify,
it is.
Apple, Pandora,
iTunes,
Tidal, which is Jay-Z's. Jam. The music's there. It's available. It's everywhere, guys. Of any genre. You want some sort of crazy hardcore anything, it's available. And it's there for the taking. So you want rock and roll, you want Southern rock and roll, our good friends at Switch and Whiskey, they're keeping the genre alive. They're young guys. They're killing the game out there. Their music's available for you to binge and listen to 1 billion times on any device in any room in your home, really. So in the spirit of music is dead because Lynyrd Skynyrd hasn't been on the radio in 50 years is outrageous, in my opinion. My humble podcast host opinion. But as a musician, I feel like I have at least a little bit of a stake in that, as a musician that pays my bills playing music live. Anyway, God, come on, got me all
jacked up.
Got me all jacked up, got me all riled up. Dan, first time Dan Daddy McCabe here is joining us on in the podcast lounge. How's your experience so far, Dan?
Look, I'm having a lot of fun here. It's a brand new experience for me, so I'm just taking in a lot more than I'm giving out.
That's okay. Your time to shine is coming.
The next time he can.
Yeah. Oh no, your time to shine's coming. It's coming.
Oh dear.
Yes. Oh dear is right.
Here we go. I don't even know what's about to happen.
All right. Well,
should I be nervous?
A little, probably.
What's that, Derek?
I'm just reading some of the comments here on YouTube, talking about how the consumer's attention span has lessened, not as much as, or people get bored fast. They switch. They hear the tagline of a song and they switch out. You didn't have that back in the 80s with the records.
Well, yeah, your choices were much more limited back then, You're
not switching songs or getting up to change a record every 5 minutes. Now it's at the push of a button. Anthony also mentioned the PR behind all of it.
Oh, sure.
And the way that the news twists whatever you do. Most of the time we only
fit their narrative. Yeah, of course.
We only hear the negative from the newscasters, like you were talking about earlier. We don't hear about this stuff that's going on because consumers don't get up in arms about the good stuff. They don't get excited about the good stuff. They get excited about the negative, and let's beat people up.
Yeah. Well, it's a cheap way to get people in a tizzy of any kind, for better or for worse. In terms of attention span or whatever, is that for the first time in history, people have a huge choice or huge amount of things to choose from
at their fingertips.
That brings up an important point. When you're talking about who's changed more and how is it changing, I think it's important to look at it from the multiple angles, because it is a complicated issue. It's not so simple, in my opinion. I think a big catalyst for that was the information pipeline. It's no longer now these famous people just pushing information, music, entertainment, whatever the information is, down to the public. Now the public it's a two-way street now, right? So the industry for entertainment, I think, is used to that. They have always had the outlet. The people are not used to that. The outlet is new to the people. And so I think the answer to that question, in my opinion, is that the people have changed more. The consumer has changed more, but due to that catalyst. And it's because it's new. They're like babies exploring the new world.
Yes, it's so true.
And it's so much easier to cry, right, than it is to form a sentence, right? Think about a baby.
Yes. That's a brilliant, that's actually a really interesting analogy.
I like that.
And yes, you're absolutely right. For the first time ever, every music consumer has a soapbox, like it's passed out by social media platforms. You sign up, you give them your email address, all your personal information, your mother's maiden name, your social security number, and they give you a soapbox to stand on and tag everybody under God's green earth and beyond at this point, and say what you have to say and emote a reaction from the public. Cancel culture. It's always been around, but now everybody has a say. And don't get me fucked up. I think it's awesome.
I would never.
Thank you, Dan. I think it's dope because for the first time in history, everyone has a real voice. And not that they have it, but everybody has the potential to have a real voice and make real change, no matter who you are, where you come from, what you do. If you can get on a phone or get on the internet, you can make something of yourself. And, like cryptocurrency is a testament to that. NFTs are a testament to that. These TikTok celebrities are a testament to that. You can knock them all you want, but guess what? They were nothing, and now they're something, and now they have a voice. And some of them go on to use it for good reasons, and that's never happened before in history.
I think there's more opportunities with social media to do good and be able to do charitable things, which is fantastic. Not just with musicians, but anybody.
Yeah.
They have that opportunity.
Well, yeah. I was kind of getting off topic a little bit, but but that's it's anybody, and to get, I guess, more back on track is that consumers of music have a direct line to the people creating the art right now.
Right. Your question was, who's changed the most, consumers or the artists?
Yes.
It's a circle. It's a vicious circle. The ability and availability to consume the product has changed. Thus, the consumer has changed, which has caused the artist to have to change, which then in turn changes the ability to consume and the availability.
Yeah.
So
you're right. It is a cycle.
It's a snake eating its tail.
Yes, a snake eating its tail. 100%.
We don't live in a simple world. It's complicated, and I think most issues need to be looked at that way, and not from a single perspective or as a single facet.
Well, I feel like if more people were objective and really took the time to not be spoon-fed what they want to hear, and
so is it really like not that music is dead, but that
people are dead?
Yeah, I mean more so our consumption, because like we have a lot of it, but people can pick and choose what they want to see. When you had mainstream TV and radio, like it was the same thing to everyone.
Oh, sure. No, we have a massive buffet. This is like
a massive
the
buffet.
deluxe buffet. This is the Golden Corral of the music era. And you can go and you can get breakfast items, or you can have a T-bone, or you can go and you can eat bourbon chicken, which I don't recommend.
Really? That's one of my favorites, bro.
At
Golden
from
Corral,
Golden Corral.
That's one of my jams.
But see, there's something for everyone.
Yeah, try it all.
You should try it all. But that's my point. It's the Golden Corral age of music.
Well, and we've talked about it before. I think it too comes back to we're so connected to we're disconnected.
Yeah.
So something like Live Aid just can't work. I feel like the closest thing you could go to now would be like an EDM concert, like to get that all inclusive feeling of just like, because like Live Aid, it looks magical. Like, how much does everyone wish they were there?
Yeah, but
I don't wish I was there.
Yeah,
I do.
There was
that
a million people at Wembley Stadium, and that sounds like the worst.
Well, now today with these douchebags, but the '80s douchebags,
maybe different. I guess.
Freaking Queen, cello, Eddie.
When everybody has more of an equal voice, you become more fragmented. When it's only, 10 bands or whatever. I don't know who was at Live Aid, to be honest. I wasn't around.
There was a lot.
But yeah,
there was a lot.
And they were all bangers.
A lot of bands. Let's say it was 100 bands, 200, even 1,000 bands.
Wasn't even that many.
Still, my point is, even if it were 1,000 bands, that's still a very, very narrow flow of information there, right? So it was more focused. Everybody was focused on one thing and one cause and one movement, right?
Mm-hmm.
But in reality now, we all have voices, and that's really important, so we can all be heard and say our piece. But we're more fragmented because of it. So,
sure.
Like back to that baby, we have to learn to use it. It's
yes.
important. The top people that have been pushing down that entertainment, they're used to it, and they are going to keep doing it, right? We, as the consumer or as the people on the bottom, need to learn to use our voice, in a better way.
So I'm gonna pickle back off of that.
Yeah, nice.
Do you think that because everyone, like you said, is so fragmented on like their interests or what they're consuming, is it harder to put on something like Live Aid where you have the entire country on board for one event and one cause?
Well, I'm gonna switch up what you're saying right just for a second.
Okay.
Live Aid, because you were not born yet.
No.
Hard pressed to think that anyone aside from Derek and I were actually alive at this point.
You're only 3 years older than me.
Calm down over there.
But we were alive. Nobody else in this room was in existence yet.
You're diaper ass wearing.
5 minutes matter when you're talking about are you alive or are you not?
True. Actually, 1 second matters.
That's true.
There's a line where you were and we're not alive.
So I guess my point is, when Live Aid came out, this wasn't a country. This was a worldwide phenomenon. And it was addressing a very big, topic at the time, which was famine in Africa. And, that this is where save the world, or right?
We Are the World.
We Are the World. Thank you, Derek. There you are. We Are the World came out of that. Do They Know It's Christmas at all? That, that Christmas song that came out, all this stuff, man, was around Africa at that time in the 80s. It was a big deal. Still a huge problem, by the way.
Right.
$140 million did not solve world hunger. But it was a good dent.
Do you think that is something that's possible to do?
I'm
now?
gonna. This might be a very difficult.
No, I mean just like get everyone together for one cause.
This might be a hard opinion. I don't think that it's even possible. Not only is it not possible to get the artists together, but we can't even get enough people together to believe in the same things.
Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
There's always going to be that, whatever wing you want to call it, conspiracy or group that's going to come out and
ruin it for everyone.
For everyone. Even if it's 10% of the population, those 10% are so radicalized that they are going to ruin it for everyone.
More voices, more causes, more fragmentation. You know, it's hard.
And you can't go without the risk or the scare of being trampled.
Right.
The risk of a bomb going off or something.
It's a different time, guys.
You know,
going into a building.
And people attach their cause to their identity often enough. And I think actually more, I'd say now more often than not, they attach it to the sense of who they are. So without that cause, they're going to reject every effort to go with any other cause because this is who I am. You're not going to change who I am.
Well, I'm basically Arya Stark. I'm no one.
The faceless man.
And the faceless man.
Oh, I miss that show.
Me too. Anyway, you guys, I guess to kind of wrap up this topic, because this was awesome. I've been looking forward to this all week. Actually, for a few weeks now since I've had the idea. But I just to conclude, before we move into the shocking second part of our show tonight, like that, I'm not giving myself the womp womp. Music isn't dead. It's everywhere, as we mentioned. And like creatives have always been, they are out there making real differences in people's lives. So you separate the glitz and the glam and social media attention stunts, and you'll find a treasure trove of good hearts doing great things. And again, I implore you to go and check out the links that I put in the show notes. What was the address to that that site?
It was,
Eye on the Stars,
something
wasn't it?
on the stars.
I mean, I think it's looktothestars.org.
That sounds right.
But go check it out. If you know, you don't have to take my word for it. You know, I'm just an asshole with a microphone. Go and look and see what people are doing.
Weird
you know,
imagery.
Yes, you know, go see what they're doing. See it for yourself. You know, and see if anybody's doing something that you have an interest in, and go put your $20 in and make a difference.
Before we go, again on chat, it's going. They're talking about how you have charities that raise money when 9/11 happened, or the Red Nose charity that they do for Walgreens or CVS. I'm not sure which one it is, but and it's pointed out that it's really sad that it takes a natural disaster or a tragedy like 9/11 to happen,
right,
for people to
come together. Yeah.
Well, guess what, guys? Live Aid has been going, or not Live Aid, but Farm Aid, rather, has been going on for almost 40 years and raising money for the same purpose.
But if
each
you
year.
ask anybody, like on the street, like any of the younger generation, they have no idea what the fuck Farm Aid is.
I was alive when Farm Aid started, and I did not realize it was still going.
Right.
Farm Aid was until today.
Right.
Same.
I'm not a farmer.
So-
Yeah.
Well, I am alone.
Right.
I am alone here in the lounge.
Best thing I got going is I've been a
Look
St.
at-
Jude supporter since I was 12.
Well,
There
there
you
you
go.
go.
Nice.
You know what, guys? Go and actually St. Jude. Let me. I had a story for that too. We'll talk about that real quick before we move on, because that's important. Because Lady A, formerly known as Lady Antebellum, they are actually working with Love Music Stop Cancer campaign, and it launches to benefit the life-saving mission of St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. Launching this happened in December of last year. Dozens of popular artists and influencers such as Carrie Underwood, Lady A, Brett Eldridge, Carly Pierce, Kane Brown, Natalie Grant, Jonathan McReynolds, and more. They're rocking a new T-shirt with a colorful design. I don't have the image to put up. And the powerful message: "Love music, stop cancer." And that is, of course, to raise awareness and support for kids with cancer and other catastrophic diseases that come through the St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital.
You know, we talked about a lot of musicians that are giving back and doing things for charities and stuff like that. But we did say it was celebrities doing a lot, and it's more than just musicians. There are celebrities.
Huge
you
celebrities.
got people like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson that, between him and John Cena, are two of the biggest Make-A-Wish contributors in the history of Make-A-Wish program.
Yeah.
You've got celebrities all over the place doing good things for great charities, not just musicians. And I think it's a great thing. I don't think they get enough credit. I don't think anybody is getting enough credit for what they're doing. But I don't think they need it either. I don't think that's why they're doing it.
Guess what? Giving to charity, it's not necessary. The clout, the only reason that attention is warranted is to bring awareness to the cause. And if that's how it's done, then that's how it has to be. And guess what? I have no problems with that. If Ludacris wants to film himself giving gift cards to people in need on the street in his hometown, good.
Yeah.
Everybody should just walk around with $20 gift cards in their pocket and hand it out to people in need, or their food cards specifically. If you're worried about them buying booze with it, which I think is a really hurtful, outdated way of looking at.
What are you going to do with a $50 gift card? I'm buying booze.
Anyway,
you have food.
I'm just saying, if they want booze,
of course you can also
let's buy them booze.
You can also
whatever.
live longer being
Priorities.
with being hydrated. You can live longer than.
I'm done with you. We're done here. But I like where your head is, Derek. And speaking of hydrating,
leave my head out of
I
this.
need to go dehydrate just a little bit. You guys,
gross.
again.
Go drain the main vein.
Again.
Oh God, Jordan, you made it so much worse.
That's what I do.
Check it out for yourself. Look. I
just
think
borrows
I even
those
wrote
drinks.
it down here.
What if it wasn't your thing?
LookToTheStars.org. Check it out for yourself. Enjoy that, and give if you feel the need. We're gonna actually take a quick break. When we come back, we're gonna get motivated with Elly's Bad Bitch Bible Study, and then we're gonna play a round of Truth Hurts Shot Collar Trivia. It's time for Elly to motivate us through the rest of the week in her segment, the Bad Bitch Bible Study.
Why, thank you.
Always a fun introduction.
Yes. So I always like to do my Bible studies off of things that I'm personally doing, because I feel like if I can do it, literally anyone else can do it. So one of the things that I've been doing lately, I know we've talked about making goals, doing small goals, and working towards achieving them. It's easier to check off small goals on your little list of things to do rather than the big main goal. You should always have that, but it's easier to do little baby steps. And sometimes I struggle to make those baby steps. It's you have that satisfaction of yes, okay, I've accomplished this, but what else? Sometimes that's not motivating enough. So one of the things that I've been doing is giving myself little rewards, kind of like when you go to the doctor's office and they give you a lollipop afterwards,
sucker,
yeah, just a little extra something for reaching that goal. So one of the examples that I've been doing is I made a small goal for myself that if I lose 10 pounds, I'm going to go and get my nails done. Just a little thing, but it's a little, icing on the cake, and it helps me stay a little more motivated because I know at the end of it, 1, I've reached my goal, and 2, I got a little treat, and it could be, it doesn't have to be something going out and spending money. It could be something little, I worked hard this day. I met my goal for this day, whatever I needed to do. So now I'm going to do something for myself, whatever it is that I need to do.
Do you want to know my little thing is every time? Because I 100% small goals are the way to get to where you need to be. 100%.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, what do you do, Brad?
Yeah. What's your little treat?
Just to pickleback.
Pickleback.
Off of you. So if you guys are local to Florida and listening to the show, we have Publix. And at Publix, they sell single slices of birthday cake in the bakery.
I should have known.
And so whenever I have a good day or a productive day, not all the time, but sometimes when I do that, I'm
This explains so much.
I'm like, you know what? I think this deserves a piece of birthday cake.
Deserves a piece of
And
cake.
I will go and I will get myself a slice of birthday cake from Publix and relish in it. I'll get like a little milk or something.
You put relish in it? That's gross.
No, I don't put yeah.
Now, when you're picking out this said piece of Publix cake, do you look for anything in particular? Like the color icing, the design, chocolate, vanilla?
Yeah, baby, vanilla cake and buttercream frosting.
Oh, that's all you care about?
Child.
Oh, okay. So even you take one with like the brown or the orange frosting?
They all
Buttercream.
taste the
Frosting
same.
doesn't matter.
Buttercream.
The color doesn't matter.
Buttercream's where it's at.
I like to pick
I
out
digress,
the favorite
Elly.
color.
Please continue with your sermon.
Yes.
But yeah, like allowing yourself to have like a small reward after making those goals. And I have notes on my phone where I'm like, okay, if I do this, this is what I get. And I have like 4 or 5 of those on my little short goal list. And it's just, they obviously have to be reasonable, your goals and your reward. But it's a little more incentive to stay motivated and actually strive to achieve that goal, especially if it's something you really want. Even if it's just, little things that you need to do throughout the day and you've checked everything off. Now you can relax in peace. You don't have any guilt hanging over you like, oh, I should be doing this. You're like, no, I did everything that I wanted to do today. So now I can sit and do fucking nothing or whatever it is that you want to do.
Or not want to do.
Or not want to do, So adding on that little reward, that little piece of cake at the end of, at the end of your goal, once you reach it, allow yourself to have a small reward within reason that is going to help you motivate you.
Well, I love it. And I'm a huge proponent of the reward system.
Yeah.
For a job well done. And yeah.
Perfect.
That it?
That's it.
Oh,
That's what I'm doing this week.
It should be longer.
Treat yourself.
Well, good deal. So, here we are.
So,
Um,
Bubby is
I've
going to be
noticed
very
that
excited.
I don't
see.
have a collar, and I'm very excited.
Yeah, this is
Oh.
it.
About
Where's
that.
Ellie's collar?
No, I'm
so
good.
we only have the 3.
Here,
I think I
it
have
doesn't.
it.
It doesn't bother me.
No,
so here,
no,
use mine.
no, Derek, please have it.
Oh God.
But ladies first, for real.
You're in pink.
And real men rock pink
Yes, I'll agree with that. So
or rock the pink.
on YouTube, little David has been tuning in the last couple of weeks,
Bubby.
and he has been very patiently waiting for us to do a shock collar challenge.
No, he's been very patiently waiting for you to be shocked.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
well,
I don't think it's been so patiently.
I guess that's, hey, benefit of the doubt.
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
So-
Eagerly waiting.
So here I am, strapped in to the shock collar. It is back by popular demand, you guys.
I have questions.
Here's another shocking round of Truth Hurts shock collar trivia.
So we have to know, what level are we starting on?
We're going to start at level 10. Derek, Dan, and I are strapped into the shock collars. Jordan will be asking us some general knowledge questions from the trivia game I Wish I Didn't Know. You could buy, there's a link to buy the game for yourself in the show notes for this episode. So
Check out through our Amazon.
yes,
So,
that's going to be part of our shameless plug.
okay.
Gotta get
Pre-shameless
that going.
plug. Question number 1.
Here we go. Wait.
Wait, what do I do?
What? No.
You got to answer still.
You just have to answer. It's A through D, multiple choice, and you just have to select the correct answer.
It is multiple choice, thank God.
Yes, we are going to start with a very gross one, of course.
Oh, fantastic.
Gross is good.
Yes. To get an amount of bacteria equal to what's found on your phone, you'd need A, 10 toilet seats, B, 16 used tissues, C, 23 dollars, D, 6.1 gallons of pee.
Oh, God.
To get an amount of bacteria equal to what's found on your phone, you'd need A, 10 toilet seats, B, 16 used tissues, C, $23 bills, or D, 6.1 gallons of pee?
I have questions, but I don't think you have the answers
Wouldn't
to
it depend on whose tissue it was?
True. What
I mean,
kind
I
of
think-
questions do you have? Never mind.
We'll ask him after I get shocked.
Okay,
All
let's
What
see them bored.
What do you guys have? I said, give me the dollars.
I said the dollars.
I said dollars.
I said tissues.
Oh, Dan said tissues.
I'm gonna get shocked.
You're all shocked.
It's the toilet seats, isn't it?
It's the toilet seats.
Damn.
I disagree.
All right, shock
with that.
Elly first.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Oh, and it's on a 10. That's terrible.
Are you not going to tell us who it is?
10 high.
I don't know.
No, don't
No,
tell
go
anybody.
random.
Okay, we're going. Okay, no, we're not going. Oh,
Wow.
okay, we're going.
Oh,
It was
Eric. Oh God.
And we're going.
God.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Not fun.
Bring in the pain.
Oh.
I felt that in my ear.
Is
All
it
right.
weird that I'm hard?
Your nipples?
That's the wrong neck, sir.
No.
All
Oh, God.
right, so we
great.
go up a level.
Oh.
Only
We
one?
go up a level?
Only
Yes.
one?
Yes, Derek, only one.
No,
I gave.
two.
We had a powwow before you
Derek,
got
what?
here. I said Derek's going to try to ante it up all the way. Every time.
Yeah, Derek
Oh, so
loves
okay,
the
so
shock
go
collar.
up 5. Go up 5.
For you?
Oh my God.
All of us.
All right.
Okay.
Next question. I'll do it. I don't care.
How many times can a person fail a driver's test in the United States before being considered unfit to get behind the wheel? This is just wonderful. A, no more than 5 times. B, no more than 15 times. C, no more than 12 times. Or D, there is no limit, aka the limit does not exist. How many times can a person fail a driver's test in the United States before being considered unfit to get behind the wheel? A, no more than 5 times. B, no more than 15 times. C, no more than 12 times. D, there's no limit.
I guess we're supposed to hide her.
I mean, it doesn't really matter. Paige actually chimed in with an answer.
The limit does not exist.
That's what I
That's
said.
what I said.
I said no limit.
No
I
limit.
said it's the
No
no,
limit.
limit
No
soldiers.
limit.
Yeah.
12.
I put 12.
Master P.
Oh, and Elly would be shocked.
Oh, are we right?
You're all right.
Oh, wow.
And then,
Elly, do you want my shot collar to get
No.
shocked? No? You sure? Okay.
I'm good. You can have it.
and then people wonder why we have the worst drivers ever. I just, it makes no sense, really.
For real.
No one finishes last year.
Yeah,
It just-
everyone gets a chance.
Well, if blind
You can
people
drive.
are able to, blind people are able
Yeah.
to drive, then
Doesn't it kind of make
What,
you
did
wonder
you just
why?
point at me, Derek?
Doesn't it kind of make you wonder why they even make you take a test anyways if you
Right.
can't really
I
fail
would
it?
throw
Yeah.
this at you if I could see where you were.
Well, you can't drive until you pass it, right? So
I guess, yeah.
figure
So
the point is that you know
you're
what
not
to do.
supposed to be able to drive until you pass it.
Yeah, I
you just
The thing
take it
is,
enough.
you have to drive to pass the test.
Learner's permit?
You have to
Some
practice.
people?
Interesting.
Practice makes perfect.
What a phenomenon.
I hate that saying.
About 30 years ago, the average house could take up to an hour to burn down. Now it only takes about A, 4 minutes, B, 15 minutes, C, 19 minutes, or D, 30 minutes.
Can you repeat the question and the answers?
I would love to, Brad. About 30 years ago, so that would be, 1992, the average house
Great.
could take up to...
That hurt.
Yeah, isn't that terrible? So in 1992, the average house could take up to an hour to burn down. Now it only takes about A, 4 minutes, B, 15 minutes, C, 19 minutes, or D, 30 minutes.
All right. I'm ready.
I'm ready.
All right.
Okay, everyone.
Everyone's at 19.
Oh, Elly
except
said
for
30.
Me, I said 30.
Oh, and Brad said 30.
I don't know what the-
and
what the letters
Derek
are.
and Dan said 19. And you are all wrong, and you all should never buy a house. It's 4 minutes.
4 minutes.
Wow.
That can't be right. How old is this game?
I don't know. Yeah, right.
It depends on what started the fire. Thank you. I watch enough NCIS to know that.
Stop trying to get
NCSI. Dude, we got the same answer.
Yeah, Jay chimed in. He said 19. Not 19, buddy.
Oh, Paige said
4
C.
minutes. What was C?
Bubby said 30 minutes.
C was 19.
He was 19.
Yeah.
Wow, you all better buy a fire extinguisher.
I mean, a massive one.
It was
What would a
4 or
fire
19.
extinguisher do?
right, in
For an
4
entire
minutes.
house?
Wow.
Yeah, you'd have to have the whole house be a fire extinguisher.
Yeah.
4
kinda.
minutes. That's how long it takes me to find my flip flops. I'd be lucky to get out of here.
That's not where I thought that was going.
All right.
I didn't either. I didn't know where that was.
Oh God.
Jordan knows
All right.
how long
Let's,
Yeah.
let's get this over with. David, are you ready? You son of a gun.
Okay, here we go. I'm so sorry, everyone. Bring in the pain.
Oh, that was a double hit.
Bring in the pain.
You looked straight at me.
Bring in the pain.
Oh yeah.
Made eye contact while doing it.
Just
Masochist.
it's
That was
important to
only
know
11.
that I put these on the charger all day today, so
Oh.
they're nice
They're
and
fresh.
Brad.
They're
nice
fired
and,
up.
and fresh. There.
Speaking of fired up, everyone needs a side gig. What did Ted Bundy do for work before he started murdering people?
No.
Is it A, delivered singing telegrams, B, worked at a suicide hotline,
Oh, God.
C, wrote TV sitcoms, or D, worked as a clown at kids' parties?
Oh my God, these are all horrendous.
One of them is true.
Yep. So everyone needs a side gig.
What were they?
What did Ted Bundy do for work before he started murdering people? A, delivered singing telegrams. B, worked at a suicide hotline. C, wrote TV sitcoms. Or D, worked as a clown at kids' parties. David said the clown.
I also said clown.
Paige said B. Okay,
I
we
said
got
C for
clown.
the
You said
sitcoms.
the
I said clown.
sitcom.
I made
Would
some.
be-
Hotline Bling.
I made some fun
It's one of the
photos as well.
two.
Okay, but you're going with B. All right. Dan and Derek for the win.
No.
What? The hotline bling for the
Yeah,
win.
That's the most creepy one. He wants to listen to people who are about to kill themselves.
Honestly, that was
and he's
my,
like, I could come over and solve that for you.
Yeah.
that was my second
Like
choice.
he
Was going to
wasn't
be
doing it
that.
for a good thing.
All right, so
Wild.
let's get this over with.
Do you want 20?
I do not. What was that? What was the last one?
11.
Yes, I'll take 12
Okay.
as per. No. Yes.
Derek's vicious in this.
Oh, please.
Oh, I think I'll just wait a moment.
No.
You know, and we'll just have a little conversation and then.
Ah, you got it. You're getting too good at this.
I'm
Oh,
comfortable
man.
behind the remote.
Right on
laugh is
the-
creepy.
It's right on the jugular.
And your little dog, too.
Paige chiming in on Facebook. She says, "Have y'all ever seen a Ted Bundy documentary?" LOL.
I have.
I don't
No.
watch documentaries.
Oh.
I don't watch doc. I have a hard time watching television about criminals like murderers, mass murderers.
Well,
Some
then how will
people
you
love that
recognize
stuff,
one?
dude.
Genuinely don't care what he did. I'm just happy that he got what was coming to him
My
in prison.
father spends hours upon hours, if not days, watching documentaries about
True crime.
true crime, how to get away with murder. And see, I'm like, Dad, are you trying to figure out how to take one of us out
Yeah,
or
you
all
should
of
be
us out?
concerned, Derek.
I don't need to watch to know that. I already know. What?
Anthony
Secrets coming out.
Anthony over on YouTube said the clown was John Wayne Gacy. I hope that's
Yeah.
not the question coming up next.
I
No.
suppose it had to be someone who was.
Somebody was a clown, for God's
I
sake.
knew it was one of them because
I don't fuck with clowns.
they kept the clown makeup on, I believe.
Weird.
Terrifying.
Sounds like a weird bedroom request. Keep the clown makeup on.
Paige says she watches all the
Clown
true
makeup.
crime.
Okay.
Bubby said Lauren likes Criminal Minds, whatever that television show is.
It's a great show.
Great. Yeah, let's just fill these kids' heads with that stuff.
Yes. Now this one.
I like your artwork over there, Elly.
I'm doodling.
That's beautiful. Now this one is interesting, folks. Do you feel like you're about to get fired? You probably will. And this is the most common reason people are let go. A, age. B, gender. C, hygiene. D, personality. Do you feel like you're about to get fired? You probably will. And this is the most common reason people are let go. A, age. B, gender. C, hygiene. D, personality.
Everybody ready?
Yeah.
No.
Paige chiming in saying D, personality, and I also said D, personality.
Personality.
Everybody?
Personality.
And that is correct.
That is correct. Let me take
The other ones are against the law.
That is
It should be
correct.
hygiene though. Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Just saying.
girl.
Ain't nobody
Wait,
got
isn't
time
it
for
against the
that.
law to fire someone for their hygiene?
It actually is.
Like, what if they're like a
If
health
you're
hazard?
working in a restaurant,
If-
yes.
It depends. How are you going to breach the subject? Because there are laws on how you can actually talk to them about their hygiene.
Oh, that's so gross. The fact that you can't just be like, "Hey, dude, brush your teeth. Everybody in here hates you."
Right? And we can't handle that.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm living a hard life. I can't afford a toothbrush.
like
We'll buy you one.
Yeah. They're
That's-
99
That's
cents at the dollar
discrimination.
store.
It's against my religion.
But it was 99 cents.
I can feel you. I can smell your feet through your work shoes. Please wash yourself.
Sounds
You're
like me
picking
when
on
I'm at
me.
work. Literally, before you guys came here, I had not put on deodorant or brushed my teeth and changed my underwear, really.
You still haven't.
Crushing it.
Do y'all smell that? Are we on? Do we have smell-o-vision?
No, thankfully.
Is this the last one?
No, let's keep going. This is fun.
Oh, okay.
I'll edit it down for time later.
Okay.
Great.
I love it.
Okay, well. I only-
We've not gotten shocked nearly enough across the board yet.
We definitely got to kick it up a notch.
Oh, my God.
You up a notch.
Yeah. I think Dan's had fun here.
I'm having a blast. I'm just
Okay,
messing
good.
around.
Okay. The next question, folks. Studies show that overall, men cheat on their partner more than women do. Surprise, surprise. Which male age group is more likely to cheat on their spouse? A, 30 to 39, B, 40 to 49, C, 70 to 79, or D, 80 plus?
Good Lord.
Yeah, right. Ancient. Studies show that overall, men cheat on their partner more than women do. Which male age group is more likely to cheat on their spouse? A, 30 to 39, B, 40 to 49, C, 70 to 79, or D, 80 plus?
Everybody have their answer?
Yeah.
Sure.
I said 30 to 39.
I said 40.
A.
I said 40 to 49.
Yeah, same.
Everyone said 40
Oh,
to 49.
fantastic.
Oh.
But I
Well-
think it's the 70 to 79.
Well, Derek, you're correct in that assumption,
Oh
and
my
you're
God.
all wrong. So good job! Yay! Zaps
Because
all
they're
around.
all, they're all in
Who
the...
is doing that?
Because that's where the biggest STD rate is
Yeah.
too. Because they all
They're
just
all in
sleep in the
nursing-
villages.
nursing homes and shit.
Oh,
Like old
Forgetting
people
that
homes,
they're
they
with
all
each
have
other.
STIs like out
That's-
the wazoo.
Yeah,
literally.
like the villages has the
Gross.
highest STI.
Oh, great. Well, I feel like most people on social media that are watching live were at least in line with me, 30 to 39.
You would think that would make sense.
But clearly we were all wrong. Clearly the old people need to get their shit together. Or
Yeah.
not. Who cares at that point?
Yeah, I think that's kind of what happens. They're just let it go like Elsa. Just
Just let it
70 to 79.
Well, plus,
huh?
plus those people came from and were in the generation of the free love anyways. So
Right.
they're still living it.
Free love. You know what else
Free
is
love
free
for
here
all.
on JNC Podcast?
condoms.
Shocks.
Shocks.
Oh,
But yes, condoms too if you need them.
we'll just tell you where to get them. We'll give you a directory.
We'll get you a gift card for condoms.
Thank you for sponsoring us, Trojan.
Yes.
Are we on 12 or did I forget to
15.
It's-
It should
yeah,
be
it's
15.
No, it
18.
should not be 15.
Oh my
It should
god.
be
do it.
13,
Just do
honestly.
20.
Okay, I think it's
Don't listen
13.
to-
But it should be 20.
Don't.
I agree with 20.
Heavens
I'll
Jesus.
take 20.
Eric either.
Okay, so everyone's getting one. Who to start with?
Oh God.
Elly.
Okay. Bringing the pain.
Oh no.
Did it not do anything?
I don't know.
To who?
Bringing the pain.
Nothing. Oh my God.
no.
What's happening?
Derek, what's wrong with your collar?
I don't know. Is it me?
Yeah, it was supposed to be you.
Is it
This is the
blinking?
worst part of this game.
Yeah,
is
right.
when these things malfunction. Because everybody's like,
Okay, now
"Oh
it's
my God."
Blinking rapidly. Does that
Hang
mean
on a
it's on?
second. Once it stops blinking rapidly,
Okay.
you should
still-
shock somebody else while we're waiting.
Okay, it's
Oh
still
God,
blinking
please,
rapidly.
Jesus. No, not me.
Is nobody's working?
Oh
Thank
no.
God. We're all free.
It's because it's 13. That's
she's
not.
gonna start mashing on it.
That's a bad number.
Hang on.
Maybe it takes some time to catch up.
All right, go ahead and give old Brad a shock. Oh, yes.
Okay. Coming around town.
Oh,
Yeah.
And last but not least. Oh, I'm sweating over here.
That one's it's starting to hurt now.
Oh, my
I'm giving it
God.
to you.
It's
So.
no
Why
longer-
not? I've
it's
never
no
even
longer just
held the
a,
thing.
like surprise. It's now it's hurting.
Just want to say hi to Rachel tuning in over there on Facebook. Thanks for tuning in, Rachel.
Be careful. It's on Dan.
Woo.
What are you talking about?
I'm turning this the other way. With yeah, kiss my ass.
Do you have the remote?
Who?
What's wrong with you over there?
I don't have anything except a
You're not
shock
allowed to
collar.
shock me unless it's a breach of... you bitch. Breach of trust. The breach of trust.
Well, I
that
don't
just
know.
happened.
I don't know you well enough to have trust, and that's why mine's inside out right now.
It's a breach of trust. Derek, stop.
Do you feel better? Oh my God.
18.
God.
He hit you with an 18.
I think I'm smoking over here.
Did you shit yourself?
Yeah.
Ages ago, way before the shot came.
Oh my God.
Okay, just because it's fair, Brad.
I've never held the remote.
Oh, you
Do you
got
wanna do this
yourself,
round
you
of shots?
masochist.
Yes.
Okay, give it to Elly, please.
So weird.
I don't
Oh,
know
yeah.
how
I'm turning it back down. Hang on.
Okay, so listen, there's a channel button. It rifles through the channels. I'm channel 1. Derek is channel 2.
I'm putting it back on the
Dan is channel 3.
Okay.
You're going
It's
to
on Brad right now.
you
at
choose the
13.
channel, obviously, and then you
I
hit,
got
the
it.
shock button.
Which is
Okay.
the
And,
The lightning bolt.
Yeah.
A little lightning bolt.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and
How
that's
appropriate.
life.
Okay.
All right, shall we progress?
I think this is a great one here. According to a famous fast food restaurant's employees, at the bottom of every ball pit is A, a freaky clown, B, baby poop, C, dead mice, D, a security camera. According to a famous fast food restaurant's employees, at the bottom of every ball pit is A, a freaky clown, B, baby poop, C, dead mice, D, a security camera.
I'm gonna immediately regret this answer, but I really want it to be this and not the other.
Not
A
what
clown?
you think it should be.
I really don't want it to be a clown.
Could you imagine?
Yeah, wouldn't that be
That's
just
horrifying?
Hey, Georgie. We all float down here, Georgie.
Well, don't you miss the
I
ball
think it'd be
pits,
funny if they
kind
had,
of?
like dead animals in the bottom.
Oh god.
That's what I said. Dead mice.
I'm saying dead mice, but it's probably baby poop.
I think it's baby
I'm
poop.
going with the camera because it's probably for safety.
Oh,
Maybe.
All right.
All right. What?
It is. It is baby poop.
Oh shit!
Damn it.
So no one got it, right?
Yeah, I think they are all losers.
No, wait, yeah.
Well, that sucks.
Are you ready?
No.
You looked right at me. God, it's
I
not
thought
fair.
she looked at Jordan. Yeah.
Yay!
What level did you have him on?
I put you and Brad at 35.
Nice. Oh my God.
Elly!
Dan, I had you at 15.
Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you.
Yeah, I got you.
Oh shit!
30.
I love having Elly on that thing.
Savage.
I will take
too
the pain.
now.
I will take the pain if it means Brad gets it too.
Oh my gosh.
Was that the last question?
No.
No, let's do a couple more.
Okay.
Well, I'm out of them, so please just give me a moment.
Oh my God, you have a whole box of questions over there. I
Yes.
bought you a whole game.
Okay, yeah, but
You
some
look
of them
like
are
a puzzle.
very long.
I bought you a whole game of I wish I didn't know. Available from Amazon.com through our affiliate link.
Yes.
I've got
Show
another
notes.
one that's a spin-off of that everyone should know.
Ah.
Oh, good.
And if you do any Amazon shopping, please do it through us. Thank you.
Shameless plug.
Appreciate it.
All plugs are shameless.
Yeah.
True.
Oh, are we ready?
Ready.
Ready.
Oh, wait. Bubby said on YouTube, he said, never again will I go into a ball pit.
Yeah. What happened to the ball pits? That's what happened. Huh?
Well,
COVID.
I saw the greatest meme. It was the old McDonald's and the new McDonald's, and it was like McDonald's grew up into a miserable adult.
Oh yeah, they're all like grayscale and shit.
Or
Streamlined.
like a fun kid filled with wonder to a I don't know. I'm butchering it. But,
Miserable
but you get the,
adult.
you get the point.
They went
Yeah.
from the ball pits to now you go places and they have the memory foam pits. Have you guys had the opportunity of getting in one of those?
No, I can't say that we have.
Don't. I went to what was it, Flying Panda over in St. Lucie West,
yeah.
and head first just went into the memory foam. It took me a good 25 minutes to get my fat ass out. I'm like, somebody throw me a fucking rope.
Have you guys been to the McDonald's over there? Wait, are we allowed to badmouth the public company?
I don't care.
Okay, great. So good.
I don't care until they tell me to care.
Has anybody ever been to the one on Port St. Lucie Boulevard and Veterans here?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, the worst one ever. They always
Back in the day, yeah.
they're always missing things. Their payment system doesn't work. They just, they're the worst. I hate that.
They've been consistently trying to get it together for years.
Don't they still have a ball pit?
Never have.
No,
Oh.
they used to be a really good one. They had the video games instead of ball pit, and
Like an arcade instead of there, yeah. the
you
playroom.
could go in there and play like Nintendo 64 and PlayStation 3 and stuff like that. But
Huh.
Hippity hop.
yeah, then they sold their franchise.
That makes sense. Yeah. And yeah, now they did the whole refit. And now they look like every other sad McDonald's.
Yes.
Moving forward.
They were a sad McDonald's at heart, no matter
I
what
guess
they look
that's
like.
true.
This is true.
It's the worst. I actually
You could
hate that
change the
place.
clothes, but you can't change the heart.
They ran out of chicken once. Like you can't even go there and get chicken fingers or chicken nuggets or whatever it was. It's crazy.
But
Why are we
but
open?
the ice cream machine worked.
No.
At one point in
Never.
time, I worked for Burger King and they ran out of Whoppers.
Yeah, you can't run out of your
Wow.
signature item.
That's a GM that fucked up on their truck order.
That is 100%. There's no way that you were like, whoa, we sold so many Whoppers this week. I was totally unprepared for that.
No, that's someone who fucked up a truck
Yeah.
order. Are we
Next
ready?
question.
Go ahead,
we're
Jordan.
ready.
No,
Sorry, Jordan.
We were just trying to
hijacking
get it-
your...
That's okay. I was
trying to
just
get our necks back together.
Oh, don't worry. I raised it.
What neck?
God damn it.
Oh.
It's numb.
I was digging deep in the memory vault of McDonald's days. Had me
We were all
triggered.
reminiscing.
Yeah. About one time my Photoshop teacher came in and I worked at McDonald's and he wanted the milkshake and obviously the machine broke. And then it was just like this mush and I think it was around St. Patrick's Day. So it was, when they had the Shamrock concoction happening too. And it just looked like the most disgusting thing you've ever seen in your life. Like every color. And I was like, I'm sorry, the machine's broken. He's like, I'll just take that. And I was like,
When those things melt and separate, it's
it
so scary.
was not cute. I think there was brown in there, and I don't even know why
was
there was
not
brown.
cute.
Yeah, it was. And he drank it. He took it and left, and I was like, "You're
Gross.
disgusting." Okay. Anyway, fun memories.
You just always had whiskey for St. Patty's Day.
Maybe it still tastes good. I mean,
Probably not.
Yeah, probably not. Okay. Recent studies have found people tend to hate this color when they get older. A, blue. B, orange. C, red. D, green. Recent studies have found people tend to hate this color when they get older.
It's a very interesting question.
I know. And what studies?
Repeat the colors?
We have blue, orange, red, or green.
I'm ready. Only because I've heard elders in my past talk about how stupid this car color is. So,
Oh, I know what you pushed.
Two. Did I?
are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I said orange.
Oh.
I said orange.
I said red.
It's either orange or green.
Orange.
Orange.
It's orange.
Orange.
What is it, Jordan?
I thought you were gonna, based on what you said, I thought it would be red. I thought everyone hates the red cars,
No,
but
no,
you're wrong.
Oh God.
Is
great.
everyone wrong?
Everyone's wrong. It's blue.
Yes, I have all the
Blue.
power.
It's blue. My boy Blue.
Are you all ready?
No.
No.
It's for you, Paige.
It's me, and it's not working again, isn't it?
No.
I hate all of
She's
this.
just screwing with us now.
Oh, I got Dan.
Oh,
That hurt. What level was that?
You were on 20.
Nice.
dang.
God, we are getting put through the ringer.
Okay,
this
so Brad and
time.
Derek
So
are not working.
So
Again?
stressful.
Yeah.
Am I
I
not
thought that we had,
blinking?
like a thing going on where you're not.
I gotta, they're up higher, but I
All right,
gotta keep you in the game.
Mine's ready. Just do it. Do it. Oh God, help me. Ah, God. Oh wow.
I don't think mine's working.
Yours isn't working.
You just press it twice, Derek. Press it once and then press it again.
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
Press it again.
Oh. Nope.
Here, that's good now. Don't hold it. You don't want to hold it.
Nothing.
Do it one more
scares
time.
me.
Just press it one more time.
How many times is it supposed to beep?
Just it beeps once when it's ready.
One beep.
Yes.
Nothing.
Oh my God, it's so scary.
It is the scariest
Brad
ever.
again.
No, don't check me again.
Yeah, Brad can have his
I feel
shot.
like I'm just shocking Derek over and over again, and he's just taking it.
Yeah,
He's probably loving it inside.
yeah.
It's just beeping at me.
Oh,
There it
There
goes.
it goes.
So I'd like to just say one thing. If you
Ooh,
put
she
one of
had me
these
at
on your dog,
45.
I will punch you in the face.
What?
Anybody that puts this on their dog and I find out about it, I will punch you in the face.
Did Brad have it on
Punch you in the
45 too?
face.
No, I put you on
That is very
45.
nice,
Brad was
Dan.
on 30.
Wow, that was only 30.
And I had 45.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't that so cruel to do?
Yes, it's cruel. Like we're doing it for fun because we're fucking
Idiots.
stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, you put this on your dog, you're a piece of shit.
I mean, unless you can find.
I agree. I don't think you should have shot
I mean,
collars
unless
on
you
your
can
dogs.
consult your dog and that's what they want for their life, you know?
Yes.
But I don't think you can do that. So
No.
I think we should.
There's
do it.
other
Like-
ways
like
to
the dog's,
correct
like,
your
Consultation.
into
You know what
it,
I hate
guess.
too? When they have the choker ones too.
Yeah, no. You just
Little
fucking
choker.
They do,
the
have they do have the option on this particular brand to use a vibrate, and there's a loud noise that it makes too.
Yeah,
So if
but
you can train your animal to go around that, it's not necessarily a shop.
I don't think you should be able to have a control I mean,
Especially that.
Yeah.
Because you know there's some sadistic.
Yeah,
there's some
You put that
Yeah,
shit up to
I've met
99 and
some
shock your
sadistic
fucking
freaks
dog.
that are fucking
Yeah.
Dude.
That's
Just thinking
what
about
they're
it makes me angry.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
Oh
right,
no.
Let's do one more because
One
Elly
more?
is not allowed to use this.
Yeah,
thing.
the shocks are
No,
getting everyone amped
This
here.
is great. Elly, good job.
Good job. Very nice.
We're gonna raise the dead here in a minute.
According
Words.
to a survey, I can speak. This is the least favorite side dish on the Thanksgiving table. Is it A, cranberry sauce, B, stuffing, C, mashed potatoes, D, yams? The least favorite side dish on the Thanksgiving table: cranberry sauce, stuffing, mashed potatoes, or yams.
Before I give my answer, I'd like to just point out that I don't agree with it. I like all of those things because I am fat and I love food.
Fat and happy.
Join the club.
Out of those things, this answer is the only thing I don't like. That's why I put it.
Ah.
I've heard most people say this.
I hope everyone's right.
I hope so
I hope
too,
they're
for all
wrong.
your
What are you doing?
What do you guys put?
no.
What do you guys put?
Brad, you're wrong as hell.
Oh, shit.
Stuffing.
Stuffing.
What are
Stuffing.
you?
Stuffing's
Oh my
like the
God.
best thing.
Yeah.
Y'all don't like cranberry sauce?
I don't
I
like
love
cranberry
cranberry
sauce.
sauce.
Okay, Brad, it said according
But
to a survey,
I
it's the
think-
least favorite
I've
side
heard
dish.
a lot of people say they don't like the sauce.
I can hear people saying, I don't like stuffing. I prefer dressing.
Oh, that, yeah.
So, what's the right answer?
It is a cranberry sauce.
Oh,
Brad's
so
the
it's
only one that
Brad.
got it wrong.
Thank
Stuffing.
God,
Really?
because y'all were even on this shock level.
Oh, yay.
Oh, he's so nervous.
And that wraps up our
What level? What
episode.
level?
Yeah, right?
What level was it?
Getting off me.
Yes. I
It's on 50.
Oh my
What is
god.
that?
I put everyone on 50.
Oh, that was Russian roulette you just
Yeah.
played.
We're
Damn.
done. We're
done?
done.
I had already
Good.
gotten a 45.
I
So
can't get this off fast enough.
Oh my god.
wait, now it's Jordan and Elly's turn. Isn't it?
That was
right?
fun.
Yeah. We're gonna
I
do
liked
it.
not being in control
Can
of the
I,
shocker.
can I take this
too.
home for my next date?
Yeah, you never know. You never know. All right, you guys. We're gonna take a little pause for the cause because old Brad needs a beer to get some of this heat off of me. Anyway, coming up, we're gonna put Dan on the hot seat inside the Lipton tea, and we'll hit you with our shameless plugs. All right, you guys. The time has come to put Daddy Dan on the hot seat, and this rapid fire interview is inspired by the late great television host, Mr. James Lipton. This is Inside Lipton Tea. Hello, and welcome to Inside the Lipton Tea. I'm Brad Brock, playing the part of Mr. James Lipton, and I'm here with Daddy Dan.
What's up?
Dan, are you ready?
I have no idea what's about to happen.
Fantastic.
So he's ready. Yes.
What is your favorite word?
Phenomenal.
What is your least favorite word?
Dumb.
Dan, what turns you on?
How real can I get?
Real. There is a 9-year-old listening.
We'll say rope.
What turns you off?
Shit.
In the same evening. What sound or noise do you love?
Sound or noise do I love? I love birds. The sound of birds.
What sound or noise do you hate?
Like scratchy things, like squeaky things. You know, like ee.
Creaky bedpost, perhaps.
No, those are fun.
Those are fine. Yeah.
Sometimes we stick a pillow behind it.
There you go. Dan, what is your favorite curse word?
Fuck.
Nice.
Yes. Solid.
Everyone likes a good fuck.
Oh,
My
Jordan.
God.
Oh, wow.
Fogging my glasses
the
up over
swear
here.
word, guys. Gosh.
Dan, what profession other than your own would you like to try?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Well, I'd love to be an entertainer of some kind.
Oh, I know a guy. What job would you not do under any circumstance?
Clean shit.
Another solid answer.
Doesn't like the poop.
Another solid waste
I don't
answer.
like poop.
And finally, if heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
I'm proud of you.
Oh, yeah.
He made it.
That was probably the quickest listen to.
He's pretty good.
Yeah.
Solid.
Very good.
Solid.
He was ready.
It was quite phenomenal.
Hey.
All right, you guys, we're going to get into my favorite segment is when we get to sell you all our stuff. This is our shameless plugs. We're going to go around the room and rattle off all the things that you should be checking out and looking for. I guess we'll start with Elly. Elly,
Oh.
what are your shameless plugs?
Well, has everyone, I think, listening, well, the majority of the people listening are entertainers themselves. So you all coming up on tax season, got to pay your taxes.
Or not.
Or not. I mean, whatever. But you probably should do that. Check out TMI Associates to help you with your taxes.
Your tax woes.
Yeah.
Sorrows.
Yeah, you should definitely have a professional helping you if you are a contractor or if you work for yourself. They will get you back more money than you can on your own. So check them out, TMI Associates. Also, I'm going to promote the new company that I'm working for, Tijuana Flats.
Yeah.
They're fucking amazing.
They're delicious.
It's amazing. The food's awesome. I'm finishing up my training. I will be in Port St. Lucie. We need people. So if you're looking for a job, come check us out. Put me down as a reference. And yeah. Or just come and fucking eat. Like, it's awesome. Come see me. I will be there next week.
Excellent.
Yes.
Excellent. Dan, Daddy McCabe, any shameless plugs to throw out there?
You know, I wasn't prepared to do this, but I do have one.
Excellent.
So I co-run a not-for-profit on the subject of philanthropy. It is a profit that helps disabled veterans. If you go to vetdivetherapy.com, it's just like it's spelled. You can buy some gear and help get a veteran. What we do is we certify them for free in scuba diving because it is a very therapeutic experience. And it's a way to kind of help them cope, because I know when I scuba dive, I've been diving since 1999. And when I dive, everything's a little brighter for several days. So please, it's a very important cause. If you're really feeling philanthropic, which is how you say that word,
Philanthropic.
go to vetdivetherapy.com and, help out any way you can. You can even just donate.
That's amazing.
Nice.
Vetdivetherapy.com.
Mm-hmm. The not-for-profit's called Dive Therapy. When we are a full 501c3, so you can claim it on your taxes if you want.
Nice. We'll put
That's awesome.
We'll put that link, of course, in our in the show notes. You'll be able to check that out. That's awesome.
Did
Very
not
cool.
know this about you, Dan.
Oh yeah, I'm a philanthropic guy.
Uh-huh.
Kind of a big deal.
Shane.
Any shameless plugs there, Derek?
Remember to go to, well, of course, support local. So this weekend is the second Saturday weekend that the Sneaky Tiki is having their barbecue special that they do. It went from the first Saturday of the month to the second Saturday of the month, and it will be moving on there. Go check out Darren at the Sneaky Tiki and get some of the most delicious barbecue you'll ever have.
It's really, really good.
Yeah.
Cherrywood smoked ribs, brisket.
Yep. Our friend Tim Hansen is the pit master. And then, of course, his better half, arguably, is Jess. And she makes the best bourbon beans
Oh my god!
of all time. Yeah, it's so good.
They are so amazing.
So
really
good.
is good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ribs, brisket, pulled pork.
Coleslaw.
The
Coleslaw.
coleslaw is pretty. I'm not a fan of coleslaw, and having that coleslaw mix in with the pulled pork was just fan-freaking-tastic.
Because that's her thing, or at least Jess. Like, she likes to put the slaw, or she makes the slaw with the purpose of putting it on the pulled pork for the sandwiches and whatnot. It's so good. Awesome. Yeah.
Sign me up for some brisket.
Yeah. 100%.
That's it. That's it. Just go see Sneaky. Go hang out at Sneaky
Get some
Tiki.
meat.
Get some meat.
Get some meat.
I'll
see you there this Saturday for
support
sure.
local. I will. I've already made it known to everybody that I'm working with on Saturday that I will be going across the street to get
Taking a little hiatus.
barbecue.
Oh, yeah, you get that perk now. Look at you.
Hell
You'll never
yeah.
miss it again.
Never miss it. I will work
Nice.
every second Saturday.
Willingly.
Well, Jordan, any shameless plugs over there in the corner, the Geordie corner?
Well, I think I'll let you take them all tonight, Brad.
Oh, good. That's how
You got the script.
kind of you. That's wonderful. I do have some interesting
Oh, wait.
ones.
No, I do have
She
one.
got to talk about a certain company.
Perfect.
Well, if you're looking to better your life and other diets or other things have not worked for you in the past, if you're looking for a whole lifestyle change, please come talk to me. I've been doing an amazing program. I'm down 50 pounds.
50 pounds. Can we get a...
Yes, that's a fat 3-year-old.
Yeah. That's a fat 3-year-old.
6-year-old. Thank you.
That's a whole Rottweiler.
A whole Rottweiler.
Yep. Yep.
Unbelievable.
So aggressive.
That is 7 newborn babies, folks. And I'm not going to talk about that, Darren. And so, yeah, if you're interested in learning more or finding out, please come talk to me. Would love to help you. It's been great. My astigmatism is gone in my eyes now. It's affected so many things for the better. I don't know if it's related. I can see clearly now. The astigmatism is gone.
Did you say what the name of this company is?
No, it's a secret, Brad. What a troublemaker. So, and
only,
if you're
only
interested,
relevant for the people watching the show.
yeah, if you're interested in my luscious lips, we can talk about that too.
Always interested in those luscious lips, baby.
Yes.
Down boy.
That was for Paul.
Yeah.
Just for you, Paul.
Where's the
for you.
shock collar?
So that's really all I have. So
Nice.
yes, thank you.
Yes, and your lips are lovely and luscious, Jordan. Amazing. If you guys had a, you know what? I think I should set up a room cam just for our Patreon
All our
supporters.
shenanigans.
Just for zooming in on
We're
the
gonna do the Jams and Cocktails OnlyFans page.
the rude moments.
And you'll be able to tune in there, and it'll just be a room cam of all of our nonsense, even during our breaks, and maybe even a half hour before the show starts.
Oh
Let's
God.
do that.
OnlyFans, I can have my dick out if it's OnlyFans, right?
Exactly.
Nice.
That's exactly right.
Yep.
I mean, you don't already.
I mean, you can't see under the table.
Well, we'll do glass top tables, and we'll have a down cam.
Can we make it like a lens table so it looks bigger?
Obviously. Obviously.
Wow.
All right,
That's
you
great.
guys. Well, that got derailed quite quickly.
Yeah.
Someone's
Jordan's
derailed.
Jordan's shameless plugs are good for that, right?
Shameful plugs.
Shameful plugs over
You
here.
guys, I want to say thank you all so much for tuning in with us. Please remember to give us a like, share, and follow, and subscribe to us on YouTube and wherever you listen to podcasts. If you're a Roku user, we have our own Roku channel. Just search Jams and Cocktails, add our channel, and please give us 5 stars. That it really helps a lot. Probably in the future. Right now, it's just nice to see. So
It just boosts our
boost
self-morale.
self-esteem a little bit. So please do that for us. Kind of a big deal to us, but I neglect to mention it. Jordan mentioned it quite a few times tonight. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
If you guys buy stuff from Amazon, like literally anything, please do us a solid and click on our affiliate link before you browse. It's in our show notes. We get a little kickback regardless of what you purchase. We have to make a certain number of sales to continue our affiliation with Amazon. So just check out all the stuff that we recommend that you get, including the trivia game and the shock collars. And if you want to do that in your own time.
Is it only in the show notes or is it on our website?
It's on the website too. You can go to jncpodcast.com and click on our gear list, and the affiliate links are there. Like, you don't have to buy the stuff that we recommend, but if you click through that first and then buy anything you want, it gives us a kickback. So we really appreciate that. So yeah, just go there, click the link in the description, and buy whatever the hell you want. And we appreciate it. Thank you so much. Love you. Mean it. On Tuesday, February 22nd, I'll be doing my own charitable service as part of a singer-songwriter round at Rock Pit Brewing in Orlando. The event benefits Cannonball Kids Cancer. The doors are at 6:30. The show is at 7, and it'll be a fun night of music and stories. I'm not sure what the cost is, but it's going to a good cause. So come out if you're in the Orlando area, or you feel like traveling, or you want to carpool with us. It's going to be a good time. A lot of it's not just me. There's a bunch of other songwriters there, including past guest Bob Green. We'll be there sharing stories, and we'll be playing some music. And you get some beers, and you get to hang out with me. Anyway, you can check out all my shows and dates at bradbrock.com, and I hope to see you out and about sometime. Mention how good looking I am and get a free koozie.
Face for radio.
Isn't that fun? Who writes this stuff? It's me. Big thanks to our sponsors and partners at Code Rum, Todd and Laura at tcnightlife.com, the most comprehensive entertainment counter, you guys, for the Treasure Coast. And thanks to our friends at the Sneaky Tiki, who Derek mentioned. Coming up this Saturday is a great barbecue there, so go check that out. Treasure Coast Entertainment, Snorkel Corn Entertainment, Hop Life Brewing, the Indie Bible, Roku, Drizzly, and our friend Paul at the Drums and Rums podcast, tuning in with us live tonight. Oh, Paul, love you, dude. Check them all out and support those who support us and support local whenever you can. Next week on the show, we'll be doing our own little songwriters round to get you into the mood for the Orlando show. It'll feature myself and 2 special guest singer-songwriters. So mark the date for next Wednesday and join us for some singer-songwriter fun. And that, in fact, does it for my Shameless Plugs. All right. Well, good to see you. More thing, Brad? No, absolutely not, Derek. Damn. I'm just kidding. Please.
Come on. No, my dad just celebrated his 72nd birthday, and I wanted to wish him a happy birthday because I got him set up watching the show for the first time live today. So.
Happy birthday!
Shout out, happy birthday! 72, huh?
God bless him.
And just as grumpy as ever.
That's all right. At least he's consistent.
True. This is very true. Just very true.
I love that. Awesome. Very, very cool. Happy birthday, Mr. Z. Well, I think we're towards the end here. I certainly hope that you all out there listening enjoyed the show this evening. I hope you learned a little something as we aim to inebriate and educate here on Jams and Cocktails. Please, if you're watching this later on and you feel like you have to get something off your chest, you can email us at jamsandcocktails@gmail.com and let us know what you think and what your thoughts are. And or you can engage with us on social media, on Facebook or Instagram. That's where I spend most of my time. The other ones, including TikTok, I've kind of fallen off the map there a little bit. But we exist. On those platforms. We're there. But yeah, feel free to drop us a line. We love hearing from you. Even if you say you guys suck, never do this again.
We'll tell you you're wrong.
Yeah.
And we'll do it again.
I'll print it out and put it on the toilet paper roll. Anyway, you guys, thanks again to Ms. Jordan Taylor. Blow everybody a nice big kiss.
Now you try.
You look like a fish.
In comparison, you guys, the Destruction crew tonight, Miss Elly, Brock, Dan, Daddy McCabe, and of course, the man with the plan, Mr. Derek Zugel. Yes. All right, you guys, join us next week for our Songwriters Round. Until then, drink some water, listen to music, support local, and take care of yourselves and each other. Broadcasting live from the legendary JNC Lounge.
Did it feel good to say that?
It did. We're sticking with it, you guys. If you guys have been following along, it's been a process. Thought about renaming it. Nope. It is the legendary JNC Lounge, and will continue to be.
Are you going to say it?
Rename
the lounge, yeah. Are you going to say it really dramatic like that every time? Like
every
the arms
time.
out like showgirl? Spirit fingery?
Yeah. Jazz hands.
Yeah.
Legendary JNC Lounge. You guys, I'm Brad Brock. We love you. Good night.
Oh, I'm amazed. How did this all